2, 1. Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody today? It is Wednesday, I think. I hope. Maybe. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. Don't ask me the date. I'm not sure. It's still April. Let me cheat. I mean, it's April 29th. I knew that. Duh. I hope everyone's doing good. We'll wait just a couple minutes to see if anybody else hops on this crazy hump day, Wednesday. Why is Wednesday spelt so goofy? Wednesday. So weird, huh? When you think about it? Crazy. Does anybody have any challenges out there that I should plan on doing this Friday? That whipped cream one was pretty fun. Is anybody giving that one a shot? That's a real good one. I like that one a lot. Maybe we'll have to think of something we can do for Friday if you guys don't have any suggestions. But if you do, let me know. I'm always up for a good little challenge. I am going to get started right away. And today I have a really good one. Does anybody like vegetables? I don't like vegetables. I try really hard to like them, and I eat some of them, but not all of them. But the one I do eat and I do like is carrots. And this book is called Too Many Carrots, and it is by Kathy Hudson. I like this page. I'll show you. To do. Eat carrots, plant carrots, collect carrots, eat carrots. Rabbit loved carrots. He collected them wherever he went. Uh-oh, do you see the sign all the way over here? Do you know what that means? No rabbits. Uh-oh. Rabbit was proud of his collection and burrowed it away in his cozy hole. Excuse me. But Rabbit had a problem. A big problem. He couldn't sleep. His cozy hole was too crowded to live in. I need a place to sleep, Rabbit told Tortoise. You could share my house, Tortoise offered. It looks cozy and snug, said Rabbit. Maybe it's a little too snug, suggested Tortoise. Not at all, said Rabbit. I don't know. I think it's too small. Oh, water! Ouch! Oh, crash! Oh dear. Well, perhaps we can stay in Bird's nest, said Rabbit. The nest is quite small, Rabbit, said Bird. I'm sure we'll fit, replied Rabbit. Rabbit hauled all his carrots up the tree. Whoa, groaned Tortoise. A bird has a branch. A bird, groaned Tortoise, as the branch wobbled and swayed and snapped. Crash! I'm so sorry, Bird. Now 3 of us don't have a place to sleep, said Rabbit. You can sleep in my house, offered Squirrel. Oh, thank you, Squirrel. How kind of you, Rabbit. How kind of you, said Rabbit. Having some troubles today, kids. I don't think any more carrots will fit, Rabbit, said Squirrel. Just a few more, Rabbit replied. Uh-oh, whimpered Tortoise, Bird, and Squirrel. Creak, crack, crash. Now 4 of us don't have anywhere to sleep, grumbled Squirrel. You can sleep at my house, called Beaver. It has plenty of space. Great! I can bring even more carrots, Rabbit said with a smile. But with all your carrots, we can't fit inside, said Beaver, and a bit bewildered. Just then, the rain started. Tortoise shivered. Bird whimpered. Squirrel squeaked. And Beaver heard a terrible rumble as his house collapsed. Oh no, my house, yelled Beaver. Oh no, my carrots, cried Rabbit. Ah! Crush! The friends groaned as they swept up onto the riverbank. Rabbit felt terrible. His friends were cold, tired, and homeless, and it was all his fault. Even worse, Rabbit still had all of his carrots and his house. And that's when he realized there was only one thing to do. Share! Share everything with his friends. After all, carrots weren't for collecting, they were for sharing. And sharing made everything better. They look pretty snug, don't they? So that was pretty cute, huh? I like that one. Hi, Bev. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you both. I have another one, and it is my favorite. I absolutely love Chris Van Dusen. You guys, oh, do you remember the book we read about? I think we did If You Could Build a School. I love that book so much. And then I love all the books he's written, but I also love the books about that crazy Mr. McGee. Oh, he's always getting into trouble, you guys. And this one is called Down to the Sea with Mr. McGee. And again, it's by Chris Van Dusen. Awesome author and illustrator. Mr. McGee and his little dog Dee loved spending time in their boat on the sea. So early one morning at 6:32, they made a decision. That's just what they do. Right after breakfast, McGee packed a lunch, sandwiches, carrots, a thermos of punch, a big box of raisins, and some sweet pickled beets, chocolate chip cookies, and crunchy dog treats. With plans for the day and enough lunch for 3, they hopped in the car and drove down to the sea. The pair left the dock at 7 o'clock and motored their way around Eagle Egg Rock. They passed by the lighthouse and by the old wreck with McGee at the wheel and Dee on the deck. They suddenly spied off the bow of the east a big pot of whales. There were 50 at least, splashing about in a bright morning sun, feasting on shrimp and sardines by the ton. But one little whale who had eaten his fill, munching on minnows and plankton and krill, was bored with his breakfast. And since he was through, he swam off in search of something to do. Now Dee and McGee in their boat on the bay didn't notice the whale that was heading their way. They were watching the other whales put on a show, and soon that young whale was directly below. From under the sea, the little whale spied McGee and Dee's boat, but not them inside. He longed for adventure. He wanted to play, so he bumped at the boat in the most friendly way. Then the whale placed his blowhole directly below, and even ever so gently, he started to blow. I'd be scared. McGee saw the bubbles. He felt the boat sway. Then up went the boat on a fountain of spray. Higher and higher the little boat flew, as harder and harder that whale blew. Then the whale blew a blast as hard as he could, much harder, in fact, than the little whale should. And that final blast blew the boat in the sky. First 30, then 40, then 50 feet high. The boat kept on rising, but it didn't stop there. Wind hit it hard and it flew through the air. Dee and McGee sailed over the sea when all of a sudden they got stuck in a tree. So there they were, stranded, McGee and his pup, in the top of a spruce 60-something feet up. From their perch in the sky, the two watched in dismay as the whale far below swam swiftly away. McGee was downhearted. Just what could he do? They seemed hopelessly stuck. But little Dee knew the secret to get the boat safely unpinned was to rock back and forth and wait for the wind. So they rocked for an hour or so, but the boat didn't budge because the wind didn't blow. Just when they thought they'd be stuck there all night, they spotted far off a spectacular sight. Away in the distance across the blue bay, the whales, all 50, were heading their way. They swam through the water in one long straight row and gathered around the small island below. McGee looked down at the circle of whales surrounding the island and raising their tails. He felt a bit nervous, a little bit tense, when all of a sudden it made perfect sense. They're trying to save us, he shouted with glee. Hold on, Dee, hold on, as tight as can be. Their tails slapped down with a thunderous crash, which in turn created a super high splash that covered the island and raced up the tree and dislodged the boat and set them both free. Dee was so happy. She let out a yelp. McGee tipped his hat to the whales for their help. Thank you, my friends, for saving the day. Then they all waved goodbye, and the whales swam away. On the way home, little Dee had thought about all of the food he had brought. In all the excitement, they ate not a bite. So they saved it and had it for dinner that night. I just, oh, that McGee. I've got another one I think planned for next week. And I tell you, he's always getting into some sort of crazy trouble, him and that dog D. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the two I had for today. And hope everyone's doing great and fabulous and wonderful and spectacular. Yay, you. Yay, you. As always, be kind and we will see you tomorrow.